Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in for another portfolio update. Lots to talk about this week. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. Starting off with Robinhood. This week I saw a gain of 1.43%, otherwise 5,700. I am excited to announce for the first time in 2023, my all-time value of my portfolio is in the green. That's right. If you guys remember when I first began this series back in December of 2022, my portfolio was significantly upside down and in the red. Let's go ahead and take a look here at year to date, just to kind of give you an idea of what the portfolio has done in the last 6 months. And you guys can see it has climbed a staggering 22% or 75,000. So this past week, I saw finally green with my all-time value, and I am up 1.54%. Is that going to last? I don't know. I'm not as optimistic. Even though we've had a great past month, I still think that we're in for some pain, some discomfort. So we'll see. And again, I'm okay with that because it does allow me to buy stocks at a cheaper rate. All right, let's give you guys here a peek at my M1 portfolio. I have 2 brokerages that I feature every week in these portfolio updates. Now, Robinhood, I primarily use to sell options. That's covered calls as well as cash secured puts. My M1 portfolio, I would categorize as holding stocks that I intend to hold in the long term. So right now my portfolio sits at 137,000. This past week I had a slight gain of 0.43%, otherwise $583. As you guys know, Monday through Friday, every day I contribute $100. That's a total of $500 every week. But if we scroll down here, really the only stocks that are receiving any of that $500 on a weekly basis are stocks within that long-term hold slice. Now, I've got some news to share, kind of exciting. I have recently added a new addition to my long-term hold slice, in which I had 15 stocks. Today, I have 16. So let's go ahead and give you a quick preview. And we're going to scroll down to the very bottom, and the stock is UNH. I am really excited about UNH. I'm going to go ahead and I hope to put out a video at a later time as to why I finally jumped into UNH, but it was on my watch list. So one of the big considerations I had when starting my position in UNH was the 5-year dividend growth. So yes, we do have a more conservative, smaller yield of 1.64%, but look at that outstanding 5-year dividend growth of 16.74%. So UNH is a stock that I definitely wanted to add. I'm excited to do it. Now, the bad news is that UNH is essentially late to the party. The good news is all of my other 15 positions, although I would consider them to be somewhat established, it's not something that UNH can't catch up to. And you can see just in a matter of 1 week since adding this position, all of my money, so $100 per day, Monday through Friday, plus all the dividends that I received this past week, are going to build up this UNH position. And hopefully this 1.3% is going to catch up to the other stocks that are hovering around 3%. So there you have it. UNH, an official addition to my long-term slice hold. I now have 16 positions in that long-term hold slice. All right, let's give you guys a peek at all the dividends I earned this past week, which began on June 12th. Take a look here. I'm not going to feature every single dividend that I received in my M1, but I do want to mention a theme that you guys are going to see if you're new to the channel. I have a significant amount of monthly dividend stocks. Now, I'm using that monthly dividend income, and I'm reinvesting those dividends not in the stock that paid it, but rather the stocks that you guys saw in my long-term hold slice. So some of the biggest payers this past week was Tesla, stock ticker TSLY. This is a monthly payer, and it had an outstanding payment of $82.74. Some other monthly payers that you might see here come from Stag, O, Main, and Horizon. So all in all, in M1, this past week, I made $293.61. Let's go ahead and now feature dividends received in my Robinhood account. Started things off with Target for $123.22. Target, I've been long on since 2021, and I currently own 114 shares. Now, Target has obviously seen some significant lows this past month. I sold a couple of cash secured puts, but I haven't yet actually bought additional shares. I would love to get this number from 114 to 200. If I reach that 200 share point, then I'm going to be able to sell one more covered call contract on a weekly or monthly basis. I also received $5.36 from Whirlpool. Main Street Capital is a stock that I hold both in my Robinhood and my M1, and it paid me out $22.50. As far as Robinhood, things finished out with Duke Energy paying me $2.65. That's a total this past week in Robinhood of $153.73. That means for this past week, both brokerages, I made a total of $447.34. So let's go ahead and update the dividend spreadsheet that I like to update during these videos. You guys can see last week Robinhood left off in June at around $335. M1 finished out at $125. Last week, June total was $461.88. Let's see where we're at today with the recent dividends received this past week. And wow, what a significant jump we've seen in dividend income for the month of June. We are now sitting at $909.22. And guess what, guys? We're not even done with the month. I expect this number to get very close to my March total of over $1,990. Let's go ahead and take a look here at the breakdown for the year. And you guys can see, if we look at last year, 2022, the number to beat was $1,414. I think I'm easily going to surpass my 2022 June numbers. Now remember, guys, I have a rather ambitious goal. I am trying to make $15,000 in annual dividend income. So this month is really going to determine where I am at for the year. I think I am slightly off track, but I hope that some of these recent higher yielding dividend stocks that I've added are going to get me to that 15,000 mark. Hey, you guys are fantastic. Thanks so much for tuning in for this continuous journey. Make sure you guys are liking and subscribing, and we'll see you on the next one.